Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A couple months ago I was on Facebook Marketplace, came across this little project I think would be fun to work on. Ended up being this little mini pocket bike. Somebody kind of did a number on it, not a very good paint job. Picked it up for about 50 bucks. I got a whole bunch of new parts, new engine, new exhaust, a couple other things that we can put on it, see if we can get it back into good shape. Maybe ride it around a little bit, have some fun. So before I strip this bike down and get it down to a bare frame to where we can do something with it, I want to take this seat off and I want to see if we can make this seat fit and look right on the bike. Because right now we take it and we set it on top. With it sitting on top of the seat, it makes it look big anyway. But if we take and set it on top there, you can kind of see how it makes it look a little awkward. So I want to see if we can maybe change that, get it trimmed up, trim everything down, get it trimmed up, make it look like it should fit on it. So let's get started. Got the seat off and we got this new seat in place. A couple modifications I see we're gonna have to do right away just before we even start getting the seat to fit. We have to take these little sections off here, probably at this line, get rid of these parts both sides. That'll give us a little help on visualizing what it's supposed to look like. Then we need to move it forward a couple inches, just trying to get this back piece here moved forward a little bit to get it to look like it's to scale a little bit more. I know it's not gonna look perfect, and with these mini pocket bikes, they're hard to scale up and still be able to sit on them and ride them. So something we have to work on. On top of that, we might have to put the new engine and exhaust on because someone before us decided to take the muffler section of the exhaust, cut it off. I don't know if it's for sound or what they wanted, but the new one has a muffler on it and it sticks out probably a foot off the backside. Plus, for some reason, somebody took and cut the metal off the backside. There's usually a metal hoop that goes right here. So we'll be rebuilding that too. So for right now, we just need to get some of those pieces cut off the new seat, see if we can't get it to fit a little bit better, and then start working on looks. messing with the seat. I've got it fitted the best I can. It's kind of far forward, so it's pushing the rider a little bit further forward than I'd like. But in order to make it look right, just like it sits, I think it looks pretty good. I had to push that seat quite a ways forward. I'm 6 foot tall and I'm gonna be a little bit smushed on this thing. But I think we're at a good spot where it's time to move on. I'll have to finish up some of those edges on the seat where I cut it, but we'll do that later. Right now, I think we're just gonna move on to stripping this bike down and getting the engine, exhaust, all that off. We still have to build the bracket for the back here to extend this frame out so it's out far and it kind of supports the seat. When you're sitting on it, gives you a little extra support. And then we'll move on to sandblasting and seeing if we can remove any of that paint, maybe use some acetone or something like that to see if we can just rub some of the paint off. Otherwise, we'll put it in the sandblaster, blast it down, and prep it for paint. All right, we have the bike stripped down just to the wheels. At this point, I think I need to fit the new engine and new exhaust to see what I need to do on this back end to build a platform or extend this frame out however far it needs to go right to that exhaust. Plus, I also think I need to build some tabs up here for the gas tank to sit on instead of it just sitting on the frame like this. And then maybe get rid of some of these, cut some of these tabs off, just clean up the frame a little bit and make sure everything's gonna fit like it should. So here's the new engine that we have to put into this bike. This engine has a transmission on it, so it sticks out a little bit and the sprocket is on the inside. The old engine has just this clutch. I'm hoping with the transmission, it'll give us a little more oomph for some of us bigger guys riding this thing. So now we just need to take and set it in the bike, see if we got any issues, and if we can mount it up. If we have to do modifications, I'd rather do them now than later. Now that I have the engine and exhaust installed on the bike, we have a ton of clearance issues. First off, we have this sprocket that's touching the frame, and we're gonna have to cut out some of the frame and rebuild it around the sprocket so that the front sprocket and this back sprocket will line up. Next off is we have a couple places where the exhaust is touching the frame. One is right here, another spot's right here. And we're gonna have to figure out how to bend the exhaust and get it to fit better and help set the engine down on the brackets. Right now, as you can see, the mounting hole for the bracket is right here, and we're sitting off of the mounting bracket there. On top of that, the engine is actually sitting cockeyed in this frame. So we're gonna have to figure out how to straighten that out. That'll be in the next episode, so please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you in the next video.